We have to be Thanos. We have to be Thanos. It is what it is. We've got to do it. We've got to do it the hard way. We have to do it the hard way. We've got to be Thanos. We've got to win the UCL. That's what it is. We've got to win the UCL. The Champions League has to come home. Don't worry, guys. I'll bring it. We've got to win the UCL. Why did you bring those guys on? Let me make this like. Why did you bring those guys on? Why did you bring them on? If they didn't come on, could have got the second G. Jay was cooking. Jay was cooking. It was working well. You didn't have to change it because Potter, I was with you. You didn't have to change it. Season is over. The domestic season is over. It's all done. Because this was the perfect opportunity to cut the gap with United. But now it gets surreal. We have to win the Champions League. Potter, you win the UCL or you're sacked. No games, no ifs, no buts, no maybes. We win our trophy. It's time to reclaim back our trophy, which is UCL. So the thing starts on Wednesday. They start on Wednesday. I need a Dubinsky. It's annoying because he deserved a win. It's annoying because he deserved a win. It's annoying because he deserved a win. Don't worry, guys, I'll bring you. Let me just finish my summary. I'll bring you guys in at the back. Not felt this way since the Garden of Eden. Haven't felt this way about a Chelsea player since the Garden of Eden. Jay deserves better. Jay and Zoe, they deserve better. Ow! And Zoe deserve better. Ow! Was the best player on the pitch. Ow! Was that dude. And we have to not be loud. Ow! To win this UCL. Because I told you guys, I'm coming in hot. We have to win the Champions League. We have to, because this whole top four thing, it's a done deal. So guys, maybe you want to hear us right now, but yes, I officially have given up on top four. It's done. So every ounce of energy, every soul, every fiber of our being must be put. But guys, did you see what this man did from Portugal on that pitch? Did you see the balling? Who the heck is Casemiro? What? De Bruyne? Who are these bums? Easily the best player in this league. He's had 1.5 games and he's already the best player in this league by far. No one cares about Rashford. No one cares about other. Felix is already the best player in this damn league and he's only played 1.5 games. That's Dodd. Potentially Doy. Chelsea have the best player in this damn league. And I told you, I want you losers in this streets right now. Use filthy stinking losers in the streets right now. I want to see hashtag HH I'm sorry. Because you said I was wrong. Z-Man, you bum. Z-Man, you freaking bum. I want you to apologize for what you said about Felix. So, I want to bring the guys in. RDS, I don't know what you're doing here because I don't want to hear from you. SK, we've got to win the UCL. And also, SK, can you tell me why those two guys came on?
Rottweilers. Call them Rottweilers.
What? SK, talk to me. Why did they come on? Why? Why did your manager bring those two guys on? And you know who I'm referring to. Why did he bring them on?
English talks. That's the only explanation I can give you.
SK, we have to win the UCL now. Like this, the whole thing it's done. It's done. Because United drew, have opportunity to get a win. You can't do that. Okay, fine. Got to win the UCL. Talk to me.
Honestly, I don't even. It comes as it comes. HH. I don't even want to think like in the future with this team anymore. HH, because like I said earlier, like I said before, it's the hope that kills you. HH. I have no expectation for this team anymore. I just want to go into matches and hope that they play well in the match that they play. That I outside of that, I can't HH.
I mean, SK, you can't beat West Ham. You can't beat West Ham, and you know how many points you're back. Because my thing is that, I mean, can you really blame Potter because the football was there?
Why does he persist with this Cucurella Mudryk combo on the left when he knows it doesn't work? And then he brings
also Havertz. Wait, hold on. Did you do that for fun? I didn't see the pitch.
And that too. Oh, we're trust me, we're gonna get to that too. So first off, he knows Mudryk needs a wing back that can actually overlap.
So maybe it's because he's his boy. Maybe it's a boy.
He brings on the wing back that can do that, and then he takes off the player that needs that type of wing back in the first place.
Wait, hold on. That's quality. Let me hit you with a few. Yeah, man. That's his peak brickness, man. But continue.
And then, honestly, when it comes to Havertz, I realize what Havertz's biggest problem is about the whole not being a striker thing. He has horrible movement. He doesn't have the movement of a striker.
Exactly.
I can't blame him because he's not a striker in the first place.
Exactly.
Who I can blame is the pot, because why are you not playing an actual striker?
Exactly. He's basically setting Havertz up to fail. He didn't put Aubameyang in the match day squad.
Is he smoking pot? Is that why he's called pot?
Maybe. No, but you know what I've always said? I think someone said it before, and I've said this before. Or you can only play false if you're peak Spain or you've got Messi.
Exactly.
If you're not peak Spain or you don't have Messi, don't you dare play false then. Play strike. Or if you're Pep, Potter, you play damn striker. If Fofana is only half, fine. Havertz, it clearly doesn't work. But he obviously doesn't have the characteristics to be a striker. So if you actually played this guy and you have Enzo and Felix feeding him, it would help more. But for Havertz, he's just getting in the way.
Like even when Chelsea were on top in the first half, right? The amount of times the wingers would cut in, and there would be no like one in the middle to play the ball to because Havertz likes to drift wide. It happened like I think at least 5 times, and it's like I can't be mad at this guy because this is not his job. This is not what he does. He's not.
Okay, long corona. Number 12, talk to me because before we get to the Arsenal game, number 12, talk to me, man.
Yeah, it's disappointing, man. The first half was really good. Like I already spoken to you about it.
Yeah. No. First half was that's amongst the best football Chelsea played.
Was that the result of Potter's coaching or the players? For me, that's the players, bro.
No. For me, I hate doing this, but it's you know what? I'm gonna give Potter credit, but I'm gonna lean it more towards the players because it just shows you how good Felix is. Because really, how was that goal created? It wasn't really a team goal. It was Enzo to Felix.
Yeah.
You know, and also Felix was the guy that was really threading and bringing balls in. But as SK just said, Mudryk, you have no support.
Yeah, he has
on that wing. There's nobody for you to walk off with because bro. I hope the receipt was kept on Cucurella. That guy needs to be sold. I mean, that is what you call a bad deal. That's a badass deal.
We overpaid. I think we paid 63 million.
You're lying.
It's a horrible deal. I was gonna get into. I like the midfield, but when we brought on those Rottweilers, man, those dogs, Mount and Gallagher, man, I can't believe all they do is run. HH, I need to send you a pic, of when the box Matt has
You
a
saw,
chance to
you saw when Connor Gallagher almost gave away that counter to
His
West Ham.
touch was like, whew.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm tired. Look, I always say that Mount, Havertz, and Gallagher get scapegoated all the time, but for me, the Gallagher's the worst one, and he shouldn't even be at a top 6.
Yeah, no. For me, it's like
you can tell he doesn't have the technical.
Yeah, the technical
fundamentals.
Like he's just like literally Palace. That was his level. Palace is his level. Like
as
Chelsea,
much
this
as
is too much.
As much as I hate on Havertz and Mount, they are top 6 footballers, but they're not starters. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Potter, man. I feel like I've learned a lot from Potter. I don't think he's going to win anything at this club. And
no.
I feel like he's just going to build a team.
I think that's the thing here. Potter is a good coach. He's a really good manager and so forth. But as you just said, I don't think he's got the winning mentality. You know, I don't know. He doesn't have what a Mourinho has, where it's about those little bits to get into the psyche of a player to create winners. And that motivation, what Fergie had, what Mourinho had, he doesn't have that. What?
You know what it is? It's because the thing you have to keep in mind is if you're a top coach, right? If you're a coach at a club that expects to win games like 80% of the time, right?
Yeah.
You have to constantly switch up your game plan because your team is the one that's going to be proactive in the game. You can't just go with one game plan and be like, well, I mean, if it doesn't really work, well, at least we get
and this is what I said.
So,
how many managers from small clubs have succeeded in big clubs as their next job? How
Not
many?
much. Yeah,
Like
not much.
it doesn't really tend to happen. Like you rarely see a guy do well at a small club, and then his next job as a big club he does well. It really happens because it is a totally different ball
even when it
game.
does happen, it's usually like a small club that's still a big team in their own league. So at least then the manager knows what it's like to actually have to face teams that will constantly have to park the bus, constantly try to stop.
Because my thing is that you could just see from Potter's mannerisms, he's like, okay, no, well done, keep going. Okay, we're just building and so forth. There isn't a sense of urgency.
You know what, HH? Just to add to
Paul, what's it?
Just a second. I just saw that this is something, and from the beginning I told you, you should support Potter, coach. I have to consider this. What he said about the handball just now, that's life. That's what he said. For me,
wow.
that is absolutely like a coach of high level would go and say like it's just not about you don't even have to be a good coach just to have not to be a fucking pushover.
Yes.
You have to you know what?
Yes.
We were robbed.
Yes.
We were robbed.
No. Or Paul, because you can get like reprimanded. Just say, I don't want to speak too much, but we all saw what we saw that. I don't want to get banned, but the fact is that it's your mentality, because a winning mentality is that was a handball. That was a clear handball, and we got robbed. But you just have to pick your words carefully. But we can transit you by saying that you're pissed off. But saying that's life. That's life. Do you know when you were in the league? That's life. The heck?
It have to go. Can I speak on this very quickly?
Jamal, talk to me. The hell?
This game was literally just life. Because man, I mean, I was jealous. Bro, the first 35 minutes, you guys was playing some football.
Yeah.
I didn't do it like Shimichich, but I know you was gassed. I know you was crying.
I was crying.
You guys know the meme on Twitter when the guy eats the chicken and how you know that meme?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, when he that was the football, because bro, Felix, man, we always defended Felix.
Yes.
Bro, did you see what he was doing?
Jamal, we always did.
Where's Elman? Where's Elman? Elman is quiet. He's going to come with something.
He'll be here tonight.
No. I was also on the boat. Don't forget.
Yes.
Yeah, but man, I mean, if we win, I think we go above you again, man. We have a little mini table battle going on, man.
You play Everton on Monday, isn't it?
Yeah. But we're going to lose that. But yeah, man, man, I mean, you should have won this game. Yeah, you should have won this game, but bro, it's the UCL or not now, because I think top 4 is over. It's over. Yes. But bro, Enzo, come on, man. This guy's a quality player. But bro, the level drop when these guys come on. Yeah. I mean, Mount and Ziyech, these guys are bad, but they still have technique. Bro, Connor Gallagher, I mean, Lord in heaven.
Jamal, this guy is just
No.
You know,
There
basically,
was one
do
moment-
you know? It's like it's a perfect example of when a guy clearly isn't up to the
Yeah.
level of the team.
But bro,
Yeah.
there was one moment where James, like at the end of the game, I don't know if you remember it. James tries to pass it to the next midfielder. I don't remember right now.
Yeah,
And he does
Yeah.
the typical strong pass. And normally players, when they see a strong pass is coming to them, they know it's not for
Yeah.
them. It's the one behind them.
Yeah.
Well, Gallagher
Yeah, but
cuts it
that's the last.
and loses the ball, and James is like, "What
Yeah.
the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Yeah. But the last thing I want to say on this game is H. Like when you're Enzo and Felix, I know these guys are nice guys, but bro, if I was them, I would have said you guys are trash. I know you can't say that.
No.
because-
Jamal, here's the thing. Anybody who's played on a team in school or
Yeah.
so forth, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you know.
like when you're in dressing room, you're in training, you're in dressing room, you
Yeah.
know that these guys are trash. We're clearly better. Everyone, basically,
Yeah.
for football is like maths. You know who's
Yes.
good and bad. It's very binary.
Yeah.
You know. So
Yes. Yeah, man. So that's what I gotta say.
Yeah, I wanted to say
Wait,
something.
Can I land?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah.
land now?
Okay,
Can I-
RDS.
Yeah. No, it's funny because I've been on night shift this week. I'm just on night shift this weekend.
Whatever
so I
you
wasn't
say,
actually able
Felix
to-
is still a
Yeah.
baller. So you know.
No, yeah, it's just what was surprised that before I was taking a nap, I went onto Twitter just to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. So I saw your kind of like tweet of the owl, and I was like, good man, Joao Felix is doing okay, he's doing good. So Chelsea won this game, so I went to sleep. So just knowing that like it was all taken care of. So then I wake up about 5 minutes I think before the game, and I see like 2-1 West Ham. I'm like, I must still be asleep, so I'm just going to go back to sleep again. You know what I mean? So then woke up again, and then it's 1-1. So shout out to Chelsea FC, by the way. So I assume just someone Chelsea have beaten a London team this season, right?
Can I respond?
No,
No. Okay, let me respond.
Actually, they beat
Yeah,
West Ham in
have-
September. They actually beat West Ham
Yes,
in
so they beat them in
September,
West, but RDS, beat them in
Okay.
in September, but RDS,
Okay.
you're in the Europa.
Do you
we're in
have
the
any?
Champions League,
Okay,
and
so aside from beating West Ham, it was once. Have you beaten any other London teams this season?
Crystal Palace, they beat
RDS?
Crystal Palace.
on
Okay, thank you.
RDS
Thank you.
Wednesday,
Okay, thank you on the clarifier.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
me Wednesday,
Okay.
you Thursday.
Okay.
Me Wednesday, you
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay,
RDS,
yeah, sorry,
RDS,
yeah.
we have to be
No.
Thanos. We have to be Thanos. We've got to do it ourselves.
It has to be. The problem is that why I think that Chelsea might not be Thanos is that since the World Cup, Chelsea have scored 6 goals and Rashford has scored 7. I don't know when Rashford became bigger than Chelsea FC in
Why
the
did,
matter of months.
why did I even invite you to this? This
No,
should actually be a Chelsea or anything,
it's
So,
actually very strange. 6 goals. Chelsea scored 6 goals and Rashford scored 7 since the World Cup. It is what it is. So I hope that guys can do something against Dawn, because it will be painful for Chelsea's season to basically finish next week. If you guys get test tube by Dortmund next week, then your season's effectively over.
Artists,
And the thing is, just what I said. The thing is, I can't remember the last time when a team has spent basically 700 million plus in one season for their team for their season to end in February.
I
don't remember when that's happened.
If Chelsea gets test tubed on Wednesday, get your Marvel and DC info ready and everything. We'll rebrand the channel to a comic book movie thing and so forth. So
Can I speak on the game?
Kenny, talk to me. Oh, there's the Bomazi man, piece of crap. Sorry, Kenny, talk to me. Oh,
but you see that you said that like players like they know like who's not like, because there's something is weird, because every time I see Mudryk is there by himself and then Cucurella looks at him and then he turns away. He's like, I don't know what. I don't get it,
bro. The guy, Kenny, he can't pass the ball forward. He can't go forward.
It's like he refused to pass the ball to me. I don't know if Mudryk has beef with like it's as if they don't want to pass the ball to him. Every time I see him there, he's just by himself making runs. And, even like I don't know, it's like they don't want to pass him the ball. But honestly, I watched the first half was nice, but like the lack of chemistry is weird. Like some of these players, some of the new players, like this game I can allow them, but I feel like the lack of chemistry I see in these players, like some of these players that have been here for like how many years.
But Kenny, Felix is trying, man. Felix is trying to.
No, he's trying. No,
together.
first half he played well. Second half he died down a bit. Well,
Yeah.
first half was very good.
And
But
then
obviously,
when
like,
those two guys came on, you saw what happened when those two people came on.
like they said, like Gallagher, like, I don't want to see him anymore.
Bro, you know, like he has to leave. He can never
He
play.
has to leave, man. And then he has to leave. But obviously, like you said, all now like it's Champions League or boss, man. We have no other choice. Like European night. Hopefully the team can.
Wait. So real brief. Z-Man, we're gonna talk more about this tonight. But Z-Man, can you just say your apology so I can come to Eric Blue? Just say your apology to Felix.
What an awful second half. What an awful second half. You told me he's doing no.
Typical Barcelona
No.
fan.
This is my problem. This is This is my problem. You all don't watch him on a consistent basis, and you're telling me this is a good performance. What happened to Chelsea standards? This is a good performance.
Okay, so what he did in the first half was
disappeared. He disappeared in the second half, and you can't blame substitutions because I was watching that second half. This guy was literally in between the lines doing nothing, and that's supposed to be your creative outlet. It's to the point where Potter thought going on the flank and putting in crosses was more useful than actually going through the midfield because this guy wasn't doing anything.
Eric, get ready to take the mic and talk over this.
It's the truth, HH. You know it's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth, man. This is
no,
Z-Man.
Z-Man. It's your truth. It's your truth, not the truth. Your truth. Get it right. It's your truth.
With you guys tend to ignore the overall performance of a player just because he scored a goal. All of a sudden, he's great. Come on, guys.
What team?
Judge
that
bitch off. If we're
team?
Basing this on performance.
What is your
he
team?
didn't have a great performance. Like what is
Barcelona.
He's a Barcelona. Okay, Eric Garcia fan. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Eric,
there we go.
How am I? No. First and foremost, how am I Eric Garcia fan if I always criticize them? Second,
do you?
Just because Joao Felix's in-game performances, you guys don't analyze them on a consistent basis. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? Is this we're just praising?
Okay, so his first half.
Chelsea.
Okay, so his goal and his performance in the first half.
No, they were good, but as I always complain about him, exactly my point, bro. As I always complain about him, inconsistency, bro. He's inconsistent.
Eric, please talk over this guy, Becky. Please talk over this guy.
You called my name, HH. I can't even explain myself. What's up, man?
No. I now regret calling you. Eric, please grab the mic.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to name names, but
Eric, we have to win the Champions League.
Okay, so we need to. People say a lot of Chelsea fans want Potter out. I saw your video as well. I'm still holding off on that decision. I'm not going to say anything about Potter yet, but there's a certain player that I want out. I'm not going to name his. I'm not going to call his name.
Connor Gallagher.
If you're No, it's not Gallagher. I'm not naming. I'm not calling his name. I'm not.
It's Havertz, man.
There's a certain player.
Havertz.
No, he's a defender. That's a hint.
Cucurella.
So
the cook.
He needs to get his
the chef
backside out of this. I didn't call any names. I didn't name any names. But look, this was it was an improved performance. I think we could have won the game. We definitely should have. You know, if we were given that penalty, we should have been given.
Yes.
Because you know, I don't know how I've never seen a more blatant handball in my life.
No.
Eric,
there has been more blatant. This one is more. This one is more blatant.
Yeah. That's wild. That was wild. He's basically saying, "No, here, take." No, but still, the Eric, like, to not give that is that. I mean,
he was literally. He thought he was Fabianski.
Yeah.
He thought he was the goalkeeper. So that's basically what he was trying. He was trying to stop the ball like a keeper would stop the ball, and somehow the referee thought, yeah, that's fine. You know, he was just breaking his fall. That's all. You know, so it's not a penalty. One of the most ridiculous penalties that were missed, and VAR is there as well. They're actually watching it.
No, VAR are shameless. How can you not even?
How do you not look at that on VAR and be like, referee, can you please look at this? A guy just stopped.
Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing with certain players not getting involved, it's obvious. I think once again Enzo had a fantastic game, lovely pass to
Felix.
To Felix. I think Felix was okay. I don't think he was bad in this game. Even Havertz was all right. Havertz was, he wasn't too bad.
But Eric, look at how much Felix elevated everybody around him in that first stuff.
What elevation?
Explain
to me
shut
what
up. I wasn't
elevation
talking to
are
you,
you
bro.
talking
Eric.
about?
Eric, look at how
What
he elevated everyone in
elevation?
that first stuff.
Yeah, Felix is good. He's doing his thing. I don't think it's about the Champions League because we're still trying to set up a team. You can see it's going to take time. It's easy to just blame one person for things.
Oh,
not
so
working out,
so
but I
you still
think-
believe Potter's the right man to build this team?
Well, I don't know, but we're building up. Let's just say we're building up, and it's going to be interesting against Dortmund.
Let me quickly take this Dubinsky, then I'll come to most of you guys real quick, man. Alhambra, man. Thank you for the job, Alhambra. Ambra, Pulis doesn't have a clue. He's referring to Potter, by the way. First, the wingers inverted. Then Pulis changed to fullbacks inverting. Then Dom and Dom are on. What is the plan? I don't understand why those Bournemouth pieces of crap, useless, stinking subs were needed. He is a thick, dim-witted, idiotic, moronic fool who is clueless. He's not the right man. Oh, sorry, look, what do you want to say?
He said that all under for £9. He's a dumb whifflet.
Yeah,
Wow.
no,
wow.
come on. I remixed it. I'll say Potter is not the right man. He's not the right man. Miles, Potter might be the problem. Subs made no sense. Bro, you're trying to win a game. Why are you bringing on Gallagher and Mount and Ziyech? That's what I'm going to say. You're trying to win a game. It's one way. You're trying to win a game. How are these guys going to help? Now, credit to Mount. Maybe that ball wasn't good, but he did play that ball into the thing. But who was he playing it to? That ball was Havertz. You've got it. Okay, so you actually bring on Gallagher and Ziyech ahead of Fofana? What the hell has Ziyech done? Gallagher's one of the worst players in the team. You need to get back in the game. You need to get back in the game, and you're bringing on Gallagher and Ziyech. Are you stupid or are you dumb? Choose one.
No, the thing with Gallagher, I understand Gallagher because basically, Loftus-Cheek just came back from injury and there's no midfield options. You have no choice.
Play
No, but Kovacic is injured. He wasn't on the bench.
I don't think Kovacic was on the bench.
No, Kovacic, Zakaria, they're not on the bench. Gallagher is the only option, and Loftus-Cheek just came back from injury, so you have no choice.
Wasn't Chukwuemeka there?
Yeah, Chukwuemeka, probably instead of bringing on Mount, you can bring on Chukwuemeka, but
No.
yeah.
You can bring on
But
Mount,
I don't know.
just
Yeah,
bring on
no.
Ziyech. Don't bring on Ziyech.
You know what?
Yes.
Put Mount in that midfield then. Because Gallagher, this guy's bad. This man is just bad. This man is bad. Casey, what's good football? West Ham had a bet.
Oh my god, I hate this guy.
That is true. Casey is spinning facts.
Casey's a hater, man. We know that.
The guy's a hater, man. Casey, just worry about Rashford doing this 3 times at
To be fair, they didn't have a creative outlet, so they can't create that much XGs or relax.
All right. Miss B Nation. Todd B should start buying 3 points.
I heard you.
14 UCL. Man, shut up, man. Can you imagine if Simeone had prime CR7 and prime Messi? Their goals would be cut in half. Potter and Chelsea don't mix oil and water. Bro, he's not the right man. He's not the right. He's a good manager. He's a good coach. This job is, bro. Chelsea is one of the biggest clubs on the planet.
According to who? According to who?
Us. Chelsea, you come to Chelsea, you are expected to win a trophy every season. At least a trophy every season.
You see
why?
Every season.
Why?
That's that. Because it's one of the biggest clubs in the world. That's what it is.
Why? What makes it the biggest club in the world?
Wait, what do you mean? Why? Oz?
What do you mean? Like in the past 20, yeah, like in the past 10, 20 years.
No, guys, relax. Oz can't speak a basic trophy. Oz doesn't speak a basic trophy.
No, because when Chelsea lose, everyone descends onto this chat.
Look, Oz doesn't speak a basic. He's not saying that his club win a major trophy for over a decade.
Team in the world. Where did that come from?
Talents FC. Mark Cinderella out. Felix good for 20. Okay. All right. Thank you, Talents FC, man. Thank you, bro. London Cowboys still more transfers than wins in. All right. Well, you know what? He's not wrong. 9 points to safety. Casey, do you know that You're making me want to support United on Thursday. And do you know how sick that is? But the more and more you see this, the more and more I'm asking you, Rashford, I want you to do this 3 times. Yes, sir.
This guy spends his hard-earned earning just to hate, bro.
No. He's a professional hater. Bro, just give me a Cuckoo is a piece of crap. Oh, so sorry. Cuckoo is not a bad footballer. He's simply not a footballer. Even Lambs and Villas-Boas was better than Potter. Worst manager to manage a big team in the EU.
I don't know about Villas-Boas.
I don't know about
No. Potter is better than Lampard and Villas-Boas. He's better. Let's just be. He's better than Lampard. Come on, don't even do that. Potter is better than Lampard.
Yeah, he doesn't have moments.
That's a fact.
Have great moments. He doesn't have great moments.
That's just a fact. So come on, let's not. Why is ZH playing? He's being sold last week. What the F is this, a charity? Potter trying to please players. Mourinho sent Schweinsteiger to under 21. You see, why is ZH being played? He was literally about to move and you left him stranded on Paris. And now you start him in one game and now you're trying to bring him on when we have to have a game. See, guys, does Potter look like a guy who can be ruthless? Because at this level, you've got to be ruthless. Look at what is happening to Klopp now. But look at Pep's success, Mourinho's success. The guys at the top, you've got to be ruthless. You can't be a nice guy. You can't be a nice guy and succeed at this level. You can't.
Is Klopp ruthless?
Look at what's happening to Klopp now.
Okay, but they had. I mean, to be fair, they had success.
Okay, success before, but Potter can do what Klopp did with the Dortmund and Liverpool in the first phase. What Klopp did with Dortmund and thing in the first phase, Potter can do. So everyone knows that Klopp is that guy in that first phase. But why he can't be that guy?
HH. How can you fully blame Potter when your club bought all these players and you expect them to do something and make them work immediately?
Z-Man, I didn't want Potter. Z-Man, I did not want Potter. What part of that do you not get through your skull? I did not want Potter to be the manager. So this is what he said. I didn't want it.
No, but how can you blame him fully though? I don't think
it's not about blaming him. I just want this freaking dude. I don't want him to manage Chelsea. I want a higher class of manager.
Don't you trust your owner? Trust Todd B.
Trust Todd B.
Went for this guy. He was a data-driven appointment, so you have to trust.
Wait, hold on. Mr. Mwangi Biriwa says Dortmund is beating us. HH. Well, at this rate, yes, they are. If they keep playing like this, man. Potter is a piece. Potter, a joke of a manager. Like seriously, bro. I don't know, man. Yeah, man. What would you say, man? What are you saying?
Yeah, man. For the first 10 minutes. I was so gassed. I was tweeting like crazy. I was like, top 4? Here we go. Because
Wait, you jinxed us?
Wait, hold on. No. Don't try and put this on me. You jinxed us. This guy, man. And then, Reece James fell asleep in the second half. And then, for the first goal.
Yes.
And I was like, this is Chelsea's level. I shouldn't get too gassed. And Mark Cucurella, fam. You know when you watch a player and you just go, he just looks confused every time he's just there. Like he can't shoot, he can't really make to a high level.
He can't spark. Remember, I think it was near the beginning of the game. You know when like West Ham were pressing really high and Kepa kept giving him the ball. Do you know this guy couldn't look up and try and play pass forward? He just kept on getting the ball back. Getting the ball back.
And every time he passes backwards, he looks like he's panicked.
Bro, everything is a panic. Everything is like, I was like, bro, this now.
He's so bad. I was thinking to myself, how bad was Marcus Alonso really?
Alonso had his moments, man.
Alonso
had his moments. He had his moments. Because here's the thing, bro. Give me something. Because
yes. Okay. Give me something to give.
Are you even that good okay, maybe defensively. Okay, look, defensively he's way more secure than Alonso was. But bro, in modern football and so forth.
To an extent.
To an extent.
You know how bad you have to be to an extent.
Wait, hold on. Let me come to AK then 6th game. I want to see this. But AK, what are you saying, man? Actually, AK, who do you support?
My fucking God.
Marseille.
Oh, great.
Who?
Marseille.
Oh, Marseille fan.
Okay, So talk to me about Felix, man. Chelsea, talk to me.
I want to first tell you Mason Mount's stats when coming on. Mason Mount won 0% of his total duels, 0 out of 4. He had 2 attempted take-ons, 0 was successful. He had 1 attempted long ball, 0 was successful, inside 22 minutes. He finished the game with a 62% pass completion, and somehow he was one of your better subs. And that tells you everything. And the next on Potter, I mean, how do you take off the left back who doesn't suit your system, who doesn't suit the way your left winger wants to play, sub on the left back who actually does suit the way your left winger wants to play, and take off that left? I mean, it's just, and also people always ask, why do Chelsea not score any goals? It's because they literally attack with 4 people. The best teams, every possession-based team, if you look at it, attacks with 5 people: the left back, the right back, one of the midfielders, at least the 2 of the midfielders and the forward and the wingers. Like they attack with that many people, and then a midfielder also pushes up as well. Chelsea plays so conservatively that it hinders their attack. So it doesn't matter, you have Felix, you have Enzo, if you're not playing to their strengths. And finally, on Havertz, have you seen a more physically frail player than Kai Havertz?
No, like every time he gets the ball, it's as if he's about to break.
I mean,
he's about to break. I mean, my Lord in heaven.
I mean, people say he's not a striker. He's not a 10 because he can't control the ball either. He's not a winger because he can't beat anyone one-on-one. What is he?
I don't know, because my thing is this. What I always give Havertz is he's not a striker, he plays behind the striker. But my thing is this, even if you're not a striker, control the ball. Make it 2-yard pass. If you can't get the basics right, I ain't going to give you that rope with which to say, okay, you're not playing your strong role. This man is useless, but okay, here's the thing though. There is a striker on the bench.
Yeah, exactly.
What's even worse? This clown called Potter, because I know that you're responsible for the Champions League squad. This bum-ass clown called Potter, you're going into a Champions League tournament that you have to win without a recognized striker. No Fofana, no Aubameyang, but who is your only striker, Havertz? Can you see the stupidity that I'm dealing with here?
Yeah, I mean, it's Graham Potter. I've heard good things about him at Brighton.
Oh, please.
People forget Graham Potter's first 2 years at Brighton. I think there was one time where the fans booed him at Brighton. And he finished near the relegation zone, I think, for the first 3 years before he actually made a push to be really good. So he's a good coach, but he's not Chelsea level.
No.
It's not even about you have so many players, or he doesn't have options. He has options. You could have brought on Sterling instead of Ziyech. You could have brought on Chukwuemeka instead of, if you're taking off Loftus-Cheek. It's the fact that sometimes
sorry, that's a good point. Okay, you can't use the excuse of too many players and you can't beat a team fighting relegation in West Ham. Sorry, exactly. That excuse doesn't make sense. Sorry, it doesn't.
And they had one of the best players in Paqueta off after 5 minutes. Your Thomas Souček was getting past that midfield.
Nice. Hold on. Let me come to 6 gamer. Talk to me, man. 6 gamer. 6 gamer. 6 IX gamer. 6 IX gamer. Okay, let me quickly take some quick Dubinsky's, man, and then we can see what Arsenal are doing. From DX Fan, man, thank you for the dub, DX Fan. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Andre Villas-Boas might be better than Potter. He's not that guy, he's soft. My thing is that when Villas-Boas, I think he won the UEFA Cup with FC Porto the season prior.
Yeah.
So my thing is that Villas-Boas made sense because Potter what has Potter done? Slightly overachieved with the Brighton, but the Zeb is actually taking him to even a higher level now. So my thing is that he's coming in with what cachet is he coming in that says he can do the job at Chelsea, which was the issue with Moyes coming in for Man United. So my thing is that people say, given time. Bro, this is Chelsea. And this is a Chelsea guys who have spent a crazy amount of money. You can't give that to a Brighton manager and so forth because you have to have the right manager who understands the odyssey and what it means to manage a big club and knows that, I need results now, because in Potter's mind is, I have time, relax. As guys have just said, it took several seasons before Brighton began to say what's up. So Are you saying that with Enzo and Felix and with all this money spent, Chelsea are going to be 15th and 16th for the next two seasons?
Do you know the difference between AVB and Potter is? Like, AVB failed because he tried to implement a new style while like getting rid of all the other players, and it ended up blowing up in his face. So I can still respect that because he had a plan in mind, it just didn't work. It is what it is. Potter doesn't have a plan. He has a bunch of young players that he can use to his advantage if he really wanted to, and he's doing niche.
And here's the thing, guys, is that how do we know that his success with Brighton will be the same success with Chelsea? See, people don't really doing that whole logic. Brighton and what that is and so forth is a very different environment and very different demands from what Chelsea is and the environment around Chelsea. I think people need to understand that coaching a club like Brighton and a club like Chelsea are two very different things. All because you're successful in one on this club here doesn't mean you're going to be successful in this other club here.
But madness.
Yeah, but
the my thing is that Chelsea are screwed.
It will look mad.
Yeah.
No.
Because the thing is that
why hire in the first place?
No, but obviously Todd.
Ask me this. It's like Todd Boehly, you bum. Call me and actually consult me.
But he was free. He was free at that time.
Oh, please.
No, we paid 20. We paid 25. Yeah, we paid 25 million for him and all this stuff. Like they invested. Clearly, Boehly sees him as he doesn't. Obviously, us Chelsea fans, we used to the manager coming and instant the guy he has to win stuff. Boehly, I think Boehly sees the guy like, yo, I'm trying to get a guy that I can like the Arteta type. Arteta wasn't ready for Arsenal immediately, but now you see his progress as the manager. I think Boehly.
Boehly's what?
Yeah, Boehly basically is trying to do like what Arsenal did with Arteta. Like he wasn't ready at the beginning, but they're trying to give him time to become like.
And this is what I said, Kenny. Do you know what the difference between Arteta and Potter is? Arteta worked in a winning system and in a winning environment. So when he came into Arsenal, he had the mindset of a winner.
No, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
He was a bum. No.
Kenny,
he was a bum.
No, Kenny. I was the first guy to start. No, it's wrong to get Arteta. But why Arteta and Potter are different is because look at where Arteta is coming from and where Potter is coming from.
Okay, so that logic, you can cite Oli Gunnar Solskjaer because he worked under Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah, winning system.
That you could.
Wait, hold up. Was Oli ever the assistant to Fergie?
No, but he was there. He saw it day to day.
Yeah, winning.
No.
Yeah.
Was Oli ever an assistant?
HH, you can't go between two things saying once Arteta's a combo and then now he's a winning manager. That's not
No. My thing here is this. I understand the narrative of like, because bro, I was like, no, Arteta, this guy's going to be a bum. He's not going to do anything with Arsenal. And now he's done well. But don't now say that, hey, have faith in Arteta, look at what he can do. If you have faith in Potter, this is what he can do. Because my thing is that's a risk. And the reason why I think it's a risk is because these things don't tend to happen. And also, I just think that their mentalities coming into these things are different because Potter is not going to demand because he's come from an environment where you don't need to demand. Brighton, what's the demand at Brighton? So it doesn't take anything from me to be a good coach, but there is greater expectation as Chelsea than there is at Brighton.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like we're not sure. We're not. Come on.
No. Wait. Hold on. Alhambra, police tactics. Go out there and enjoy yourselves.
No.
Wait, hold on. Wesley Jackson, you already ordered a meal for the hangar tonight, or you want me to order something for you? Nando's. Wesley Jackson. Worry about Thursday. That's what I say. Just worry about Thursday.
Weisky, when we get to the hangout, I haven't even cooked. This is just a sample size, man. People are already hating for the sample size.
Okay, so Kenny, what were you saying?
But yeah, like I said, like we don't know if Potter is gonna become like what Arteta is recently becoming. But the only thing is that obviously the pressure is different because Arteta had time, and then that Arsenal team was trash as well. The only thing that I'm not sure is if Potter can, because the players we're buying and the players that Arsenal are buying is we're buying like players like, how do you call it? When Arteta is buying like I don't know, who did it, like a Ben White or like the pressure is not going to be the same as buying like a Enzo Fernandez. And obviously for me, I don't know if Potter is good enough to deal with the pressure. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
But if he's given time, I'm sure he can become.
Okay, let's go and feed these games, man. And so Casey says, how many of these are Potter signings?
That's exactly the problem, bro. Arteta was a Ben White signing was an Arteta signing.
Oh my god.
Bro, let's keep it real.
Oh, they're winning 2-1? Oh,
yeah,
2-1. Okay, look, let me check this out. So, guys, I'll see you guys. Arsenal game, Arsenal reaction.
Bum-ass Felix, man. Bum-ass Felix. Tune into the hangout,
bro. Shut up, you clown, man.